in the inequality of citizens, the different lives of everyday people in the city, and that drove me towards studying sociology, in particular in inequality within sociology.
On its own, money doesn't tell the whole story. Think of upper-class Anthony Patch from F. Scott Fitzgerald's 1922 novel The Beautiful and the Damned. Anthony fritters away his wealth on alcohol and lavish parties until he's reduced to begging friends on the street. But even as a pauper, Anthony sees himself as upper class. Or think about Jennifer Lopez's 2002 hit single, Jenny from the Block, where she sings, "Don't be fooled by the rocks that I've got. I'm still Jenny from the block." Here she professes that her true identity doesn't match her new income bracket. So, we know class has something to do with inequality, with money, with identity. But different theorists of class have defined the term in very different ways. Ancient Greek philosophers theorized about social inequality, why one man is a slave and another is a king. But thinking about class in particular is really tied up with modernity, with new possibilities for social mobility and many barriers. Class analysis, class consciousness, and class warfare. These are modern concepts, and in this film, we'll focus on how sociologists from the 19th century through today have thought about class. One important theorist, in particular, had an interesting way of defining class. To him, the definition of class hinged on how commodities were produced in society. That idea doesn't sound politically charged. In fact, as we'll discuss, it came from Karl Marx, the famous author of the Communist Manifesto, a thinker whose name we automatically associate with the Russian Revolution in 1917, the 1949 communist victory in China, the Cold War. But here, we'll put aside politics and instead focus on Marx, the intellectual. There are many reasons to study class. For some people, understanding the inequality that surrounds them is reason enough.
I was interested living in the city of Philadelphia.
But there are also practical reasons. If you can categorize people into classes, you can track how society is changing. Is poverty increasing? Which people are entitled to welfare privileges? Are welfare programs making a difference? Are people able to rise out of poverty? This film focuses on class inequality, but other forms of inequality are also important. Stratification researchers study structured inequality, like race and gender discrimination. We'll return to these ideas later on. First, we're going to explore 4 basic concepts to help you think critically about class. Then we'll cover key perspectives on class: Marx, Weber, functionalism, and Bourdieu. We'll also discuss class in the U.S. And as we wrap up, we'll explore how sociologists have critiqued class.